A pipe sheet metal work. I got a DBDT license. I learned my trade from my dad. Something, family business. So I was fortunate in the sense than most people. Understand? And at the time, I didn't really know. My dad wasn't present. You understand? And I didn't know that for him to provide all these things for me, that he had to work. You understand? So that was an issue for me. And at the time, people didn't know what ADHD was. So I was in, what do you call these classes? Remedial classes. So I felt lesser than everybody else. Growing up, I felt, I can say, stupid. Because the friends that I started was in school was like already 1 or 2 standards or grades ahead of me now already. Because I was held back because of my learning disability. And then I started looking for outside affirmation, outside to make me feel good. So I had to always do things extreme at a young age already. And got into trouble. I started smoking when I was 10, 11 years old, cigarettes, stealing a cigarette here or there. And alcohol, and it's fun. And I think at the age of 16, I think it was my first cannabis dacha that I started smoking. My parents tried to give me the best and to keep me out of trouble. They put me in a 7-day adventure school when I went to high school because of the riots at the time. So they didn't want me to be involved in that environment. It was hard. It was hard for me to adapt. And then I was very rebellious. Got in a lot of fights at school. The last stunt is when I threw the principal off the second story. Yeah, and then my dad said I must decide what I want to do. Do I still want to go on to school or do I want to go to work, whatever. So I said, no, I want to go work. And then I tried to work on the outside for other companies before I went to work for him, and it didn't work. And then I went to work for him at the age of 60. When I got into, my addiction started getting bad. I will tell you why it got bad also, not now. I broke into my father's workshop, right? And when I say I stole everything. Everything. 1.4 million rands was up. Yeah. I got about 800,000 out of there. And from there, I had a couple of companies within the industry. But one was 250,000, the other one was 180,000, the other one was 80,000. You know what I'm saying? And at the time, money, I could make money quick. I could get money quicker. I think it's like the devil blesses you, man. When you're good at something, then he just, illegal ways. Yeah, most of it is illegal ways. I was never caught for it. Yes, so I'm not going to mention companies and stuff. And from there, gangsterism, and I went down the rabbit hole deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper until I ended up in prison. For stealing a pastor's car. Also in recovery at the time, it was like white knuckling, going through the steps, but I just needed a place to stay. That's why I really was there by them. And then I saw the opportunity, and I wasn't finished smoking at the time. And then I took the car, sold the car, smoked it out, and then I started bothering my sister and my brother and my dad, the cops. Their life became even more miserable because of my actions. And then I gave myself up. I was set. Now this is the part. I had 500 rand bail. Not a family member, not a friend, not even my brothers outside wanted to bail me out. That's how bad I was. I got 500 rand. I sat 9 months in Portsmouth under remand. It was the worst 9 months of my life, actually. You know what I'm saying? And still that didn't help. Didn't wake me up. You understand? Came out clean for about a year now. And then I got a job, good paying job, 12,000 rand a month at the time.
What were you doing that?
Counting porta potties for the government at the water treatment plant at the airport. So whoever brings it, I must make sure it is 1,000 or it is 500. You understand what I'm saying? And I was getting good money. And then one night, I got in contact with a friend that I shouldn't have got in contact with, and started spinning out of control again. At the age of 21, I got my own house. I had my own house. You understand what I'm saying? So I was fortunate in the sense that my mom guided me instead of buying a car or whatever, rather invest in the house, you know. So when I got married at the age of 25, I had a house already. At that time, I was so deep into the hustling, the good, the bad, and the ugly part of hustling. The salary I was getting from my dad and the hustling money that I made was 3 times my salary. So that whole environment and lifestyle pulled me in. Because at the time, I was managing my addiction, you know. When it came to a certain time, from I think 2010, yeah, when I was introduced to heroin. I was smoking rocks at the time, before that, coke. You know, and when I was introduced to heroin, then I think that's the drug of all drugs. My life just went from 10 to 0 in like that. I tried to commit suicide 3 times. I tried to hang myself. I tried to shoot myself. I took pills, you know, sleeping pills. I took about 40 sleeping pills. I woke up 4 days later. My wife divorced me and my mother died within the same month. So I think that was the crack. I think I didn't know the reason why she divorced me. She said what indifference in something about her wants or needs or was different to mine, and we weren't compatible in the sense of that. And so, and that's the time I had a son already. My son was born already at that time. And then my addiction just got worse, actually. And I was introduced to MES, and that just pulls up everything. Yes, up, down, up, down, up, down. You know? So, yeah, I was in the streets for a long time. There's one story I can say. I was sleeping in Bellville, in a big cardboard box, like a fridge. You know those double door fridges? I made a bed, a makeshift bed, and I was sleeping outside. And then I heard it like it was raining. And these 6 guys were coming from a pub. And they were busy peeing on me. You know what I'm saying? And that made me even feel, you understand? That's how they saw me. I was like nothing, I was dirt. You understand what I'm saying? It was just one of the incidents. And it's like, not being seen, you look at people that they see right through you. They don't notice you. They don't know where you come from. Why you're really on the streets. You understand what I'm saying? And it's hurtful sometimes. Sometimes we just need a smile, a hug. You know? But I blame myself also, because sometimes I manipulated the situation. So it made, I took advantage of people that tried to help me. Because I needed something. I wanted something out of it. I mean, how to get that first step, you know? Where do I go? So it was like I'm a couple of days clean, a month clean, and for a couple of days clean. You know what I'm saying? It was like a vicious cycle, all the time. And being hard-headed, being prideful, knowing everything, you know, don't tell me, I know how to do it. I'll do recovery on my terms. You know, I wasn't teachable at the time, you know, until I came in. The 3rd of June, 2019, yeah. I walked into MES's doors. That was my first, I didn't even know there was a MES. I've been in Balboa so many years. I didn't know there was a MES, I didn't know there was a Haven. And then somebody told me, go sleep there for the night. They paid for my sleep. You know? And then Uncle Joseph had worked at MES at the time, told me about the Haven under the bridge. I went to the Haven. And it was my luck, I think it was God's divine appointment that they had winter program at the time. At the Haven, yeah. So I was taken in. I slept on the floor for like a month, 2 months, you know, and then got into recovery, went to Saltenbauer, you know, went through the process. I did GIA. It was the next after Saltenbauer, I went to GIA at MES, and that taught me and gave me a boost of self-confidence, and you know, because I could never speak, even speaking to you like this, I could never do it in the beginning, in the past. You know, I was always in the background, and, you know, keeping quiet, and they showed me unconditional love. You know, they saw me who I was. They paid attention. You know, they heard me. You know, and that's what I was so grateful for. The love and attention and the care I got from MES, from the Haven, from VRSID, you know, all these organizations or people that God put me in my life. It just inspired me just to do the next right thing, you know, because I was tired. I was tired. The life, you know. And so being it that my son is 21 now, last year November was the first time I saw him in 14 years. And that's because of MES and God, and you understand what I'm saying? Doing the right thing. But with my dad also, my dad was about 10 years, I haven't had a conversation with him, and God healed that also. You understand? So from there, MES opened opportunity for me. MES opened opportunity, God. And I applied to be a caretaker at MES. Now I'm taking care of the people that once was me, you know, and that even gives me more satisfaction, you know, to see that I can also have a hand in somebody from the streets, helping them. Yeah, there's a lot of us that I was talking to myself when I was in the streets. There were doctors, ex-policemen, army guys, lawyers, homeless. And when you look at them, you wouldn't say they were a lawyer or a doctor, was they? And people didn't see them. But something happened in their lives that triggered for them to be homeless, you know? And it's sad sometimes. And especially when the family start cutting you off. It's even harder. But if we come to terms with it, it's not their fault. It's you that caused it. So it's for me to fix it. Like the relationship I want to build with my family. It's not their responsibility to come to me. It's mine to go to them. You know, same with my son. I was out of his life. But I want him now. I want him in my life. But I don't know how he's feeling. Does he want me in his life? Is he ready to accept me in his life? I know God is going to bless me. in a huge way. You know, and I want to also start something that's going to help other people, you know, on the streets. Because you can't give up. You can never give up on a homeless person. Maybe it's not his time now, but he will come back. We need to keep our hands. We need to make sure every now and then. That's why I take a walk now and then in Bellville, and I go to my old spots and to show them it can be done. You know, to give them that hope. If I can do it, they can do it. Be present, you know. Give them a smile. Buy them a cup of coffee now and then.